Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati, at one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, it's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home, stays home.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Working that left side now. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Gadecki. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. They'll put the tight end in motion. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Gadecki. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive.
Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. TCU 17, Cincinnati 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A first down for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try the counter. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gadecki. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner will be brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is... better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. Afterburner's coming, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. TCU 24, Cincinnati.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense takes matters into their own hands. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
Yo, score, create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
He'll do it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Gadecki. They're trying to get to it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Movement here from the tight end. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 15. Off he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, TCU!
Number 3.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to save every.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll try the right side. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Gadecki. Makes the grab down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Coming after him. Escapes trouble. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They finally get him, RD. Goodness gracious, you can see the quarterback running. Not 1, 2 tackles. He scrambles outside the pocket. What do you have to do? Just keep chasing, right? Relentless effort. Finally get the QB outside the pocket.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. TCU 45, Cincinnati.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Got his man on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Plows through the defense. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Back to throw. It's Dominguez. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking deep down the right side. And this will be caught at the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Looking downfield, it's Dominguez. He makes the grab. And it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Finds his tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kennesaw State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Owls had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
4-2 Spider.
They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On the run, it's Russo. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the move. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Russo. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They'll go back to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it, though.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good.
That makes the score.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Gadecki. Feeling, he tries to take the top off. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll leave it with him. Oh, what a move! Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, he could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Pocket starts to collapse. Floating away. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yardage.
Snagged in the middle. It's Street. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Bearcats are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU 80, Cincinnati.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Back to pass, it's Gadecki. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks.
He's got it on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to throw, it's Dominguez. Fires to the big fella. And they swarm him under.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. The play-action fake. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. One more play to pad the stats. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You